massive leak alert. Samsung's first trifold phone, the Galaxy G Fold, is coming sooner than expected. But here's the shocker. It might only launch in 2 countries. And the price? A jaw-dropping $3,500. Buckle up. This is the most exclusive foldable leak of the year. Samsung is finally ready to shake up the foldable game again. After years of refining the Z Fold series, the company is now preparing to unleash its most ambitious device yet, the Galaxy G Fold. According to trusted leaker Yogesh Brar, the device is set to launch in Q3 of 2025. But here's the twist. It'll reportedly be exclusive to South Korea and China, with only limited units available. That's right. If you live in the US, Europe, or anywhere else, you might not even get a shot at owning this futuristic foldable. And yes, it's going to be expensive. The Galaxy G Fold is tipped to launch between $3,000 and $3,500, making it Samsung's most premium phone to date. For that price, you're getting more than just bragging rights. You're getting cutting-edge innovation wrapped in an ultra-exclusive package. Design-wise, the G Fold is expected to feature a true trifold setup, folding inward like a Z, with a 6.49-inch external display and a sprawling 9.96-inch internal screen. That's nearly tablet-sized when unfolded, perfect for productivity, media, and multitasking. It's also said to include a flat folding hinge, similar to what we've seen on the upcoming Galaxy Z Fold 7, helping reduce bumps and creases that have plagued earlier generations. What makes this even more interesting is that Samsung appears to be borrowing heavily from the Z Fold 7 in terms of hardware. Both devices are rumored to share the same speaker layout, hinge mechanism, and chassis design, streamlining production and reinforcing a unified design language across Samsung's 2025 foldables. Samsung's been dropping subtle hints too. During their Q1 2025 earnings call, they emphasized form factor innovation and offering larger screen experiences with future foldables. This is very much a first-generation product, and Samsung is clearly positioning it as an experimental device for enthusiasts, not the mainstream. Speaking of experimental, it's important to remember that this isn't the first trifold to hit the market. According to Panda Flash Pro, the trifold will support 8K video recording at 30 FPS. But here's the twist. That cinematic power may come from just a single wide-angle lens, with no dedicated 50-megapixel ultra-wide sensor, a major letdown for content creators craving flexibility. Even more surprising, leaks hint at modest 23 to 24-watt charging speeds, likely branded as 25 watts, which feels underwhelming for a device that looks like it came from the future. The camera setup itself is a mixed bag. Internal prototypes reveal a flagship-tier triple camera system, including a 200-megapixel main sensor, 12-megapixel ultra-wide, and 10-megapixel telephoto, along with a 10-megapixel selfie camera and possibly a 4-megapixel under-display lens. Though Ice Universe warns that Samsung may ditch UDC entirely on the trifold in favor of more traditional punch-hole cameras to maintain quality over aesthetics. And speaking of Ice Universe, he's confirmed that Samsung's design language for the trifold is massive, industrial, and unlike anything we've seen, signaling a dramatic leap into the next era of foldables. But Samsung isn't stopping there. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7 are officially in production, with a July 2025 unpacked launch almost guaranteed. According to Anthony, Samsung has entered full-scale display production, keeping perfectly in line with its aggressive timeline. The Z Fold 7 will ship with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 Elite chipset, the same monster powering the Galaxy S25 series, while skipping the Exynos chip altogether. Interestingly, the Flip 7 may still come in Exynos variants in select regions, echoing Samsung's past regional strategies. And there's even more firepower coming. The Fold 7 is rumored to feature a massive 200-megapixel main sensor, a huge leap over the 50-megapixel on the Fold 6, and it's already making waves with benchmark leaks revealing the device is running One UI 8 on Android 16, skipping Android 15 entirely. According to Ice Universe and Geekbench sightings, it scored over 18,000 in OpenCL, hinting at serious GPU power and system optimization. Behind the scenes, Samsung is also racing to perfect its ambitious Exynos 2600 chip for the Galaxy S26 series, trying to reclaim dominance in the silicon wars, but that battle won't be easy. Apple is reportedly sticking with its efficient 3nm chips for the iPhone 17 and looking ahead to a potential 2nm iPhone 18 by 2026. TSMC's 3nm tech is currently leading in performance per watt, putting pressure on Samsung Foundry to deliver. As the competition cools off, Samsung is heating up. The foldable market has hit bumps, with several brands pulling back and Samsung itself scaling down projections, but the second half of 2025 is set to be electric. Not only will the Z Fold 7 and Flip 7 dominate headlines, but Samsung is also prepping two more surprises. The Galaxy Z Flip 7 Fan Edition, a more affordable take on the Flip formula, and the ultra-futuristic Galaxy G Fold, a production-ready version of the Trifold concept. Both are expected to debut in Q4 2025, aiming to shake up the market once again with bold form factors, premium tech, and options for every budget. From massive camera upgrades and next-gen chipsets to bold new designs and software leaps with Android 16, Samsung's foldable lineup is not just evolving, it's rewriting the playbook. If even half of these leaks turn out true, we're not just witnessing another product cycle. We're watching the future of mobile unfold in real time. The Z Fold 7 is noticeably larger than its predecessor. The main display has reportedly grown from 7.6 inches to an impressive 8.2 inches, with the cover screen also getting a bump to 6.5 inches. On paper, that might not seem like a huge difference, but when you see them side by side, the Fold 7 looks more like a mini tablet. It's not just bigger. It's bolder, thanks to ultra-thin 0.5mm bezels that make the device look and feel even more immersive and futuristic. Even more impressive is how slim the Fold 7 is. When unfolded, it's just 4mm thick. Folded, it measures around 9mm, down from the Fold 6's 12.1mm. That's a massive leap. Samsung may also have ditched the display digitizer, allowing for a thinner profile, although that could mean changes to how the S Pen works. Rumors suggest it may require its own battery now. Still, the build looks incredibly sleek, with refined materials, a more durable hinge, and a dramatically reduced crease that brings us closer to the seamless foldable dream. Leaks also show at least 4 bold colors, including a stunning coral red and a sleek black. But now we get to the part that might disappoint fans: the battery. Despite the size and display upgrades, Samsung is once again sticking with the same 4,400 mAh battery. Yes, the same one we've had since the Z Fold 3. That's 5 straight generations with no battery capacity increase. And even worse, the phone is still stuck with slow 25-watt charging. In 2025, that's hard to justify, especially when the smaller Galaxy Z Flip 7 is rumored to have a 4,300 mAh battery. Just let that sink in. The Flip is a compact, fashion-forward phone, and it's almost matching the Fold in battery size. Meanwhile, the Galaxy S25 Ultra, which costs less, offers a 5,000 mAh battery with faster charging. Fold users, they're left with less battery, slower charging, and a higher price tag. It's frustrating, and many fans are starting to notice. On the software front, though, things are looking up. After a painfully slow Android 15 rollout, Samsung might finally be bouncing back. According to reliable leaks, the Z Fold 7 will ship with Android 16 and One UI 8 right out of the box. And even better, it could arrive as early as July. That would beat Google's own Pixel 10 to the punch and mark a huge win for Samsung after months of user frustration. If true, we could also see an earlier than expected update rollout for current flagships like the S25 series. Cameras are also getting a long overdue upgrade. For the first time ever, the Fold series may get a true flagship-grade camera system. Multiple sources claim the Z Fold 7 will pack a massive 200-megapixel main sensor, the same one found in the Galaxy S25 Ultra. That's a huge leap from the Fold 6's 50-megapixel camera. There's also talk of an improved under-display selfie camera and possibly a 10-megapixel telephoto lens with 3x optical zoom, bringing the Fold lineup much closer to parity with Samsung's best slab phones. As for the launch, all signs point to July, keeping with the tradition of the Fold 5 and Fold 6. Shipments will likely roll out by late July or early August. Production is reportedly kicking off in May, and model numbers are already surfacing, so we know development is in full swing. Pricing is expected to remain unchanged, with a starting point of $110,899 in the US, £1,799 in the UK, and around $2,749 in Australia.